So I had an issue with a friend of mine yesterday. We are no longer close, we fell out. And when we were still on good terms, he took my acoustic curtains, these very heavy curtains that block out sound, very expensive. He took them because he was running a laundry business then, he was doing laundry. So he took them with the good intention of helping me wash them, as a friendly gesture for me also being a good friend, helping him out with one or two things. And then he forgot that it was with him for whatsoever reason. I reaffirmed that this curtain is in your possession. He was like, no, it's not with him, not with him. So that was what happened, I think 2 years ago, when we were to leave the place that he was staying. The place was to get demolished. So when we were packing in the rush, we found the pile of the acoustic curtains. Like we found the trash bag where they were packed outside the house. But in the midst of the rush, the pressure and all of that, we could not carry it. So somewhere deep down, I was still very upset because I didn't expect to spend that money twice. And it's not like I had it. So fast forward to last year, we had an issue. He kind of messed up. So I told him to go and chill out for a bit. So, but the projection of how he sees the way I handle issues, maybe I tell somebody chill out, go and chill out, it's just like I'm letting the person down softly. Now, for me, that was not what I had in mind. I was just overwhelmed and I needed to talk to a third party. It was a must I talked to a third party to be able to get a different perspective on what happened. But he, seeing what has happened in the past with other people, assumed that, okay, this is what it is. I'm discarding of him for good. So to be in control of the situation, he angrily, lashed out and came to pack his stuff, take his things and left. So fast forward to later down, I'm now finding out that to shoot good consumable content, which was the origin, that was what I even needed it for in the first place. And to block out external noise, that was why I bought the acoustic curtains. So the memory being tied to how I misplaced it still made me feel hurt about the fact that this is how I misplaced this curtain, and this person is, he refused to take responsibility for it then, and because we fell out, he's refusing to take responsibility for it now. So I went to the market to price the curtain, found that it has almost tripled in price. I was very upset. I reached out to his elder brother about it. I know that one is already overwhelmed and all of that, but me, I just felt I could be able to, at least come to a negotiation. If not anything, the brother is saying, okay, I want peace to reign. Take so and so amount, so that at least that subsidy will help me be able to, sort the curtain issue. As I'm talking to you, I'm still very touchy-feely about the curtain issue, but I'm at least better than before processing it. Anytime I think of the fact that I don't have the money to replace the curtain, I get angry all over again. I'm trying to heal my way through the whole curtain P and all of that, and also be compassionate to the fact that, okay, this is a troubled kid, and myself, I probably would have let him down. I've let him down a couple of times to make him to make him resentful to that level that, okay, even after we have gone our separate ways, the normal doing things amicably, he refuses to do it because he assumes he does not owe me shit. Now, I sent him a message yesterday concerning the curtain stuff. I sent it using my main line. It didn't go, so I assume he probably had blocked me on that line. So I sent it using my business line. So I sent it. I was panicking, like just sitting in that silence. My mind refused to go away to something else. I was just having anxiety, having flashbacks of all the lashing out and all the emotional outburst he was having, whenever I felt sidelined or ignored by me. Because I usually sometimes do that in a lot. Let's say I become familiar with a person. I just assume that you are now self-sufficient. You understand? So sometimes I might not give that emotional attention as much or that curiosity as much unless the person like brings it to my attention to do it. And it's not as if it will now mean I will now be able to do it the next time. You understand? It's basically, Cephas, I need to talk to you about something. When will you be chanced? And I'll be like, I'll be chanced so time. Okay, let me come back from work. We'll talk about it. Then I'll tell you my own, how I feel about the matter authentically, So, I tried to, be unemotional about, I tried to like respectfully reach out about the cutting and sent a message, some series of messages. I might or might not attach it. I'll go through the message. If it's something that I know that I can attach without any, without it making this other person feel exposed, I will. But if I can't, I'll remove it. I won't attach it at all. So, and then the response I got was, guy, I don't owe you shit. Leave me the fuck alone. That's me reading that message. It was like they poured cold water over me. I felt so angry and disappointed and so let down and, like, oh, I don't mean shit to this person at all. Now, I know for a fact that he was just trying to hurt me as much as he felt hurt by me. You understand? And I did not consciously mean to hurt him. If he wants to be truthful to himself, I did not. But, human beings, it's the way you make them feel that's more important. And you are responsible for that, to at least to a large extent, on how you communicate and how you treat people. So I will take that. So that's when I received that message, I felt so overwhelmed. I felt a very huge sense of shame. And I wanted to hurt him back. Now, the reason there were so many things, I already typed out the message I was going to send back. And believe me, it was very hurtful. But I don't know why. It doesn't mean maybe I'm mature or anything. After I typed out that message and I was about to hit send, something just stopped me. And something just asked me, let's say you send this message now, and in real time, where he's happy, he has a mental breakdown, probably slits his throat or something, or you are able to hurt him as you intended to. What does it change? The curtains are still misplaced. The curtains are not coming back. Now, he might even have a worst case on your hand, probably in the sense that he blocks you. You understand? Then you now feel more hurt and more offended, and then you just go down this, this rabbit hole, or you go down this wild goose chase. Now, for someone like me, I'm very egotistical, and I can be very petty. So I might even now go as far as pulling up on him physically. And if I pull up on him physically, he is very, very much physically stronger than I am. You understand? So I would want to rig the game. I might go physical. It might end up as I probably stabbed somebody, and all of that, because I don't want to take a beating like a man or something. And my life is ruined. So now I just thought about the series of events. Like, okay, worst case scenario blocks me. That one is going to affect my ego, because, of course, I did not get the outcome I intended. And let's even say it does not block me and probably lashes out. Maybe we have a physical altercation. We both will get hurt. The acoustic curtains have not returned. Now I have myself to treat and the acoustic curtains to still replace. So I've been sitting with it for a while, and the realization I came to this afternoon, I think I was preparing noodles. I was preparing noodles this afternoon when the realization hit me that the issue is not what he did. The issue is that my brain is trying to resolve this thing somehow, I have not come to the place of acceptance that this guy hates me now and there's nothing I can do about it. There were infinite chances I got to be able to fix this, and I could not fix it, or I chose not to fix it. So I was never aware enough that it was a problem. I didn't see it as a problem enough to want to fix it. And now this guy hates me now permanently, and anytime he hears from me, it just triggers him and he wants to hurt me back. You understand? And it would be unwise for me to now lead with the same energy that could obviously be used to do something more productive. So, what was the moral lesson of this? Sometimes some fights are not worth your energy. Like really, they really are not worth your energy. You can only do so much for people. At the end of the day, a lot of people will still be ungrateful. When Jesus healed 10 lepers, only one came to say thank you. And another lesson, which is the one that is for myself, which is the ability to learn how to help people without playing God over them. I've not fully learned it yet, but it's better than before. And I found out that what actually helps you to be more giving without control is to actually know your limits, know your threshold, and never exceed it, and communicate it clearly. Communicate your threshold clearly. All those thank you don't mention only to get angry later when the person does not reciprocate is manipulative. Yeah. If I'm doing good things for you because I subconsciously want you to do good things for me back, that's manipulative. Always ask yourself before you do a good that if nobody would know that I did this good, will I still do it? Now, if the answer is no, and you still want to go ahead to do the good, make it very clear that it is transactional. I don't care if you look like the bad guy for saying that. The feelings of the other person will last like 5 minutes. So this guy thinks that is what it is. You should make it very clear that it is transactional. Although in my case, so I made it very clear that all the good I was doing for him is transactional. But emotions are still emotions regardless. When a person feels upset, their sense of normal reasoning jumps out of the window. It happens to me too. So I cannot even judge him, So, basically, try your best to not be dependent on anything that a person does for you. Like, both financially, emotionally, and try your best to not be too dependent on one person. It's too much pressure. Too much pressure. I'll even use this opportunity now to address the ladies that you have caved yourself in so much, maybe because you were traumatized by your parents and your grandparents, or maybe, extended family members, your relatives, your cousins, something, or just generally, maybe you suffered an abuse. The world is a hard place. It is still your responsibility as a full-grown adult to find a way to heal and to trash out this issue. Same with the men. You have to go out, stand up from your bed, and make a conscious effort to fix yourself. Talk to whomever you need to talk to. If you need to talk to somebody, go and look for somebody to talk to. But let's say you talk to the first person did not give you what you want, go and look for the second person. There are 8 billion people in the world and above. So this will stop you from having to morph into what you think will make people keep you. And that manipulative thing is what actually makes you disgusting to people as soon as they find out what you truly are. Now, they really do not want to be your friend anymore. They really do not want to be your friend anymore because they feel used. It's just like the same thing with sales. Immediately a person feels they are being sold to, they don't want to buy anymore. No matter how useful your product is to them. People have to feel like they are in control. They are exchanging money to you. They are doing you. They have to feel that they are getting from you more than they are giving you. You understand? They are doing you. They are probably ripping you off. They have to feel like they are ripping you off in some sort because of how good the value is. Now, if you are the kind of person that is now so clingy, or you are excited because you got that thing, you're already communicating that this thing is so important to you. Now, the person feels, in a position of power, which means that any day they can't get you to comply with whatsoever directives they give you, they can easily withdraw that thing. you can easily withdraw it and get you back into chasing mode. So the summary of this is, you should have the ability to deal with your own shame, to sit with your own shame and absorb it, and find more healthier ways to express it. Lashing out is not going to solve the problem, but journaling would at least let it leave your system. Or making a song about it, or about how hurt you were about the experience, would make it leave your system. If you check, most of the greatest artists are broken people. They are broken people. They are people that were broken by life. But it is that same wound that was their bridge to the rest of the world and healing and touching lives. Look at Michael Jackson. Look at Dax. Look at DMX, Eminem, 50 Cent. Mention any name. They always have some level of wounding in their past that that really hurt them deeply, but they found a way to alchemize it and rechannel it into a more profitable and more productive and helpful and healing venture. All right, so see you in the next video.